We're on the Mawson trail leaving Wilpena Pound. It's single trail at the moment. It's also the Hensley trail at the same time, but that departs at some stage. I'm glad I've got really low gears these days. Yes. Be hard otherwise. Well, the camera I've got the GoPro 7 Black Edition, and I've got the chest mount, and then I also bought an alloy casing with a UV filter. Just means it's got extra protection, and it's also got the UV filter. But I've got that on the chest mount. When you put it on the chest mount, it faces straight down. I don't know if you noticed, my footage at times is facing almost the ground. And so tried to put some cloth around it lots of times to prop it up, but that doesn't really work. And so Friday I filed away the GoPro a bit, and that helped it a bit, but you could, if I kept filing, I would have destroyed it. And then last night I filed away the adapter thing I got, the alloy casing that I bought with it. And I'm hoping it's better now, so I hope your footage is good now. I love this single track riding. And you're not going to see any traffic along here besides pedestrians and other cyclists. I've been having to adjust my gear a lot on the back, especially my handlebar bag, because it's sort of sitting there. I've got off the straps and I've been putting it on my mats, and the Z-Lite Thermarest, it sags really easy and it just keeps on starting to rub on the tyre. You could say I haven't fine-tuned my equipment yet. These are all where the little creeks when it does rain. That's what these are all about, these little ups and downs. Pretty sure last time I came through it was cloudy on the day I came through here. I have got it on video, I probably should look myself one day. I look at my videos normally when I produce them, maybe once, twice, maybe 3 times, something like that. And then I sort of move on. But one day I'll go back when I'm decrepit and old or something like that, or incapacitated. That's why I started doing videos originally. I was like, well, you do photography and that, and don't get me wrong, I love photography too. But doing videos, it's like, you can relive your experience, sort of thing that you did, see stuff, because you do forget stuff for sure, little bits and stuff, like I forgot where the trailhead was. I knew it was in the, what's the name, but yeah, it was further back than I originally thought, and I was too far in the campground and I just could not find it. And then I was speaking to people, so then you sort of lose the concentration where you're at, and yeah, anyway, all good. How's this? Single trail. This bike is it's the trail version of the Jara or something. I don't know how you pronounce the Aborigine names, but it's the trail version, so it should be what it's designed for. I won't get through there. My load's a bit wider than some of the bits. I couldn't even fit through the start point. My load at the back was too wide for the actual thing they'd left. Now I know this one's a super hard bit, this bit. I will walk this. Oh, well, Yeah, and then starts rubbing. It's the only problem. Yeah. Sometimes walking's better because then your equipment doesn't bounce around as much. I let my tyres down a real lot yesterday. I've just pumped them up again a bit. And I know most of this like this is really firm packed and great, but those little technical bits like that, you probably want them lower, but oh, this is hopefully the good compromise. Okay, hopefully, I just readjusted my gear again. Hopefully it stays this time. An old trough for the sheep to drink out of. What do you reckon of that view there? That makes up for my technical difficulties yesterday. See, some of these points are little roller coasters. Perfect for what I'm on. I'm really happy I've got my low range. The 2642, because I carry so much equipment, I use it so much. It's just perfect for the really steep technical sections where you almost have to crawl or go straight up a tree, you could say. One person said he called it his gear for going straight up a tree. I know a lot of people call them granny gears or whatever. Well, I haven't been using the kickstand much. It's actually supporting my handlebar bag at the moment here underneath here, as you can see, and I've turned it into a selfie stick because it just wasn't handling the weight and it was falling too much. But I do love these elastic bands so you can put your brakes on. So when you put up to a tree like this, you can just put your bike there and it's not moving at all. Because otherwise you go there and yeah, sometimes it'll stay, but it's having the brakes done like that. It works perfectly. What can I say? Magnificent. Last time I came through here, when I camped just about here somewhere around here, I had an inch of rain. It's just a magnificent view, isn't it? The whole range. It's brilliant. It's one of the most spectacular places I've ever been. Okay, now we're into this gorge, which is spectacular in its own way. We can't see the mountains for a little bit. Travelling through the gorge. I don't think the river runs that much, looking at it. It's pretty much a dry river. Just flow, maybe, I don't know, once in a while. I'm climbing. This is a steep climb, this one out of here. I remember it quite clearly. Just put a bit more pressure in my tyres now that I'm on these roads. It's a bit better. This is steep, especially carrying this load. Up we go, almost up to the top of this part. Spent a bit of time there speaking to a guy who does really good photography. I think his name was Henry. I'm not very good with names. Yeah, really. Still does film. Not many people do film anymore. Yep, it's a climbing. My legs are getting tighter. I better get going. Get a few more kilometres done. And last time, at this view. Should have some good footage out of that, hopefully. Ever changing. As long as you keep moving and don't stand still and speak. I just spoke for about an hour. This guy, like I said, does film photography and everything else, and showed me star photography and glowworms, and yeah, just amazing. He's up there staying there until sunset basically to try and get the perfect shot, as people do. It's ever changing. Up here, this is firm. Oh, you probably could do this on your bike, but having the softer and wider tread, it just gives you such a more platform to cruise along and even talk and have a chat. There's the hut I've been looking for. There's a kangaroo over on the left, and you'll jump out into the yonder now. let's go have a look at this little hut. See, 2 bunk beds, table, pretty solid concrete, and a smoke alarm. Warning, you may see spotlights and occasional hear firearms in the distance at night. Please ensure you remain in the campground or on major public roads within the park after dark. The activity will not take place in the vicinity of campgrounds. It's good to know now, no one told me. I've decided I'm going to stop here tonight then and quickly deploy my solar panel and get some battery chargers, because all my GoPro batteries are almost out of charge right now. It's been bouncing around a lot of the gear. That's the only problem. Once I have the good pack racks, I reckon she'll be a dream, the bike. Well, not yet, but will be. It's time to deploy the All Powers solar charger. It's a 60 watt foldable solar panel, and my Voltalic's only got 2 on the charge left, and I have to charge all my GoPro batteries and my phone. So soon I've got to stop here next to the hut. Time to get, before the sun goes down, let's deploy it somewhere. And that's my 60 watt solar charger, All Power. It's pretty good. And then I just plug in my battery. See, it's starting to charge now. And it's got 2 USB outlets there that are 2.1 amps. And this is 18 volt, so you can charge your 12 volt batteries pretty easy. It's definitely beautiful up here. I'd probably say that too much, but it really is. And my bike's done surprisingly well so far. If I get new racks, I reckon it's just going to be a goer. And maybe the extra wheel trailer, so that way I can carry more water more evenly and stuff like that. And I should be able to do the deserts hopefully. It's always scary going to places where people are like, oh, I shouldn't go there, that's too dangerous. It's like, yeah, crossing the road can be dangerous, can't it? Even it can, so it must be a high point. Okay, time to set up for a time lapse. That direction. Maybe. A little gecko inside the hut. It's the local water hole. All animals must drink. All creatures. Give them a bit of room. And don't speak like I am now. And you're not too wary. I don't like it when you speak. So you stop drinking. I'll stop speaking a much. The sun is setting on another brilliant day here in the Flinders Ranges.